Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. How are you all doing today? I know how I am doing today. At least I think I know how I'm doing today. We have just won the first trophy of the Italian football not Serie A, just the calendar season. And oh my God, what an exhausting morning and what an exhausting game it was. But the hype is still very much alive. And I'm joined with my friend Mo to talk all about Inter's 2-1 Supercoppa victory over Juventus. Mo, how you doing, my friend?
I'm flying, my friend. First trophy, first of many for this INZAGHI guy, who is absolutely going to take these guys to win Scudetto and win many trophies. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like it. This is a champion Inter.
It is a champion Inter, and it was a champion way to finish that game today, man. It really was. I didn't think we were going to be the side to go through to the 121st minute and still be looking for that win, but it came to us in the end in the form of ALEXIS Sanchez, and I'm just so pumped. I'm so pumped for it. I'm going to go over to a few of the comments and basically see who's here. Paki is in the house. Nice to see you, bro, coming from the Uncle Sharma channel. Steffers is here, as per usual. The artist Javier, Forza Internazionale, Forza Inzaghi, and Forza ALEXIS, 100%. Chopping more Juventus players distracted by Bonucci before the winner. I swear to God, there was something happening like that. I don't know everything. I've been so busy since that goal went in that I've still got to watch all the post-match footage, all the post-match celebrations, everything like that. So I'm just hyped, and thanks to the 20 people that are joining us here today. It's going to be a nice chat with my friend Mo, and there is a comment pinned at the top, I'm pretty sure, for you guys to call in if you guys want to. I'm pretty sure it's there. I'll leave a comment right now here at the bottom anyway if you guys did want to come in and join anyway. But it's just all hype, man. We've managed to win our first trophy under our new manager, Simone Inzaghi, and it feels really, really good because as that game ticked on, ladies and gentlemen, I was starting to fear the worst. I thought we've really played this one into Allegri's hands, his ugly hands. We've really played it into the way that he and this defensive Juventus side wanted us to play. And it's not like the players for Juve didn't play well. They actually executed their manager's plan quite well. They were more than happy to drag it out. We were not happy to drag it out. We wanted to win. We wanted to lift this cup before it went to penalties. And I was guilty of setting up my camera about to film the penalties. But at the end of the day, we've managed to get the win. We've got a new face coming into the channel, I'm pretty sure, today. And I'm sorry if I pronounce his name miscorrectly, but it's Mr. I'm going to say Hoyan. Did I get that close?
Yeah, Hoyan. Thank you.
How you doing, my brother? Thanks for joining us on Inter Worldwide, man. Welcome.
Love it. I appreciate the thing you guys are doing. I try to watch you guys as much as I can. I was talking to Mo on the Twitter and just talking about how this game would probably go into extra time and end up big. But I told him Hakan was going to score a free kick like Eriksson was going to do like he did against Milan, but it ended up being Sanchez. But we're glad to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you, man. So, Mo, I'll go to you next. Overall, your thoughts on the game on the 120 minutes, and were you guilty of thinking that was going to penalties as well? It's okay if you were. The clock had reached 120 minutes before the ball went in the back of the net.
Yeah, man. I don't want to be like that pessimistic, but I thought that we should have finished this game first half, man. We had so many chances to kill off this game. And Hoyan was texting me before, and he's like, we got to take our chances. And I'm like, yeah, it's all on Lautaro. And it looked like it was all on Lautaro, to be honest. I know he buried that penalty. It was absolutely phenomenal, but we should have buried the chances. They were under the ropes. We controlled every single bit of that. They were scared. They defended with everybody. Morata had no chance of going anywhere. Skriniar controlled him. De Vrij controlled him. I know that De Vrij made a couple of mistakes, but that penalties would have been a 50-50. But I'm glad that it was ALEXIS, and I'm glad it was the 120s to break their hearts, and I'm glad it was at the end we did not go to penalties and lose. So because it was unfair for us to lose this game, to be honest. This is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Before I go over to our new guest, a few comments coming in from Steffers. Lautaro should have scored and Bastoni should have gotten a penalty. Dubious, to be honest, dubious. But we'll talk about that in a second. ALEXIS is the most underrated signing in recent years. Yeah, especially when you count that for the first 6 months, Marotta basically rinsed Man United into paying 70% of his wage or something like that. So, yeah, it was really good. How you going, Benjamin? Nice to see you. The Chile gang Chile FC are definitely in the house today. Antonio is here as well. Welcome, Antonio. Welcome, Ashwin. Thanks for coming in. Vulcan Warrior, always a regular as well. This will be a huge boost for the rest of the season into going all the way. Huyan, thanks for coming in again, but the floor is yours, my friend.
Before we ask him, where are you joining us from?
That was my next question.
Yeah, actually, I'm in the tundra, Minnesota, up north in the States. Tundra City, nice they call it out here.
Nice and cold.
That's why you see my code. You see the code. Yeah. You gotta have the code and everything, or else it's a blizzard town out here.
Did you manage to catch the game, man? Where did you watch it?
Oh yeah. I rushed from work. Literally, I was in a different state. I rushed from work. I said I gotta go sit down. I just had a feeling that it was gonna be a magical night. Anytime we can beat Juve, it don't matter if it's the Copa, Supercoppa, regular match, especially it's a magical moment. Just like you guys said, I did not want this to go to shootout because I already had enough panic, enough heart. Because as soon as Dybala came on, I was like, you know what, this guy's gonna do what he always does. Comes in towards the end of the match, scores a goal, celebrates, and then you see all the Juventus fans on Twitter praising this guy like he's the next Maradona or the Pele. So I was like, please don't let that happen. But I watched the full match.
Man, what would you say overall before I go to have some more comments? And thank you to the 40 people here. If you are new to the channel today, I have a feeling there's a few newbies here or a few people that are coming over to this new platform for the first time. Make sure you like and subscribe so we can keep the community going. Overall, man, who did you find that performed well? Was there anybody in this side that you thought performed under average today?
Man, it's really tough because of how long the match went in. I just want to give a shout out to everybody that came in and stepped up. Because I think, let's say a season or two ago, we would not be subbing out Barella because we would be like, this is our main man. But for the INZAGHI to have the guts to take out one of your best players and put in Vidal, who put in a good force, and literally shout out to everybody. Because of how long the match went in, probably give it to one of the defenders. If I was to give maybe Bastoni or Sanchez, of course he's going to get it. But I felt like Bastoni really had a good game. But other than that, it's really, I don't know if you guys can pinpoint someone, but I think everybody played their best. Maybe DeVry could have marked Weston McKennie so he didn't get that goal. But other than that, I just like the grit that we showed and the grinta, as they say, for the whole 120 minutes.
Yeah, well said, man. 44 people with us on Inter Worldwide at the moment, which is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you very much. King Darian's coming in. What up, Marco Stella? I see you as well. Remember, Sanchez was out of the team in October, November, but in January, he won us the Super Cup. Yeah, man. So we've got these players, man, that need to be ready all the time. And that's what comes with being a title-winning team, a Scudetto-winning team. If you want to be a champion team, you're going to have to break a few players' hearts and maybe not give them the minutes that they're desired, you know? Did you guys see Sanchez's interview after the game? He did make a sort of comment towards Conte about not playing him that many minutes. Man, Conte at the end of the day, he's got the 19th title for Inter with a 12-point gap. He doesn't need to change things for anybody. I get Sanchez's frustrations. So while we're on Alexis, I'll go to Mo first. You think this guy's still out at the end of the season? I mean, me personally, I've already braced for next season without Alexis Sanchez because of his wage, because of his demeanor. Maybe he's looking for that one last big contract where he can get more minutes. You know, the only way Alexis Sanchez stays at Inter after this season is by taking a pay cut. But that guy he doesn't really do pay cuts.
I see him out. I see Inter without him next season. And if you ask me, I know that everybody now, you know me, I'm a level-headed person. I see everybody's like hyped about him scoring the winner and all the stuff. But to be honest, for the money we pay him, we should get a starter, not somebody who comes off the bench, to be honest with you. And we're looking to add youth to the squad. We can't go to next season with Dzeko and Sanchez again on our roster. We need a new blood because it doesn't look like Tuco Correa will be a starter for us. So this is why I am prepared to let go of Sanchez. I'm not going to be happy, but I'm not going to be upset if Sanchez leaves. Thank you so much for the effort you put in for the club, but on to the next level. And for Sanchez, on to the next chapter of your career, because he might get a big contract somewhere in Spain or somewhere in, I think there is a talk for him joining Ajax or PSV or something like this, or even going back to South America. But for me, as an Inter supporter, thank you so much, Sanchez, for the win. Thank you for the effort. But to be honest, I just need someone who would come in, start every game, and make that much money.
Yeah, fair enough. What about you, Leanne? What are you saying at the end of the season, bro? Are you preparing for life without Alexis, or are you got a little bit of romance about you?
I love Alexis Sanchez. I love ever since he came over from United. He's every time he went on that pitch, he just fought for the badge. And any player that does that for Inter has my respect. I do agree with Mo, especially the way we're headed. We're really trying to cut down on these high wage bills, the Vidals, the Sanchez, and go to a more structure that's more economical. So I do see Sanchez leaving because of the fact of how high his wages is, unless he's willing to take a favorable. But who knows? All I care about at this moment is that he's an Inter player right now. He helps us get that second star on the chest and goes out with a bang. Is really the important thing. And then summer we'll see it. But like I do agree with you guys. I don't see him here, but at the end of the day, he's here now. He's playing for the badge. Let's get it.
Absolutely, man. Before I let you go, and thank you eternally for coming on into Worldwide. I hope you're willing to come on again and again as we continue doing these streams. But for you, my friend, bro, what I want to know is, of course, my bro, but prediction for our game against Atalanta and your early prediction for how Inter goes for the rest of the season, man. Sorry to put you on the spot, but it's your first time here.
No, man. Atalanta, that's going to be tough. And we're heading out to Bergamo, right? So it's a away game. Or is it home? Are we still?
It's Bergamo. It's Bergamo.
Okay, so we're heading out there. We just got done playing 120 minutes of football. I would love for that. I would love to win, but I think the best result for us is just to draw and not lose any points over there. Maybe a 1-1 or a 2-2. I always feel confident when we play Atalanta. I feel like we play our best football because we know we're dealing with a very dangerous side when it comes to attack because they have the ability to put 3-4 past you, but at the same time, they're very weak at the back, so you can easily go around and score. So I'll probably say a high draw, 2-2, 1-1, grab a point, and then live to see another day. I don't know who's the match after that one.
After that one, I'm pretty sure we actually have to play Empoli in the Coppa, and
Venezia.
Then it's Venezia in Serie A. So we've got a little bit of a chance to rest some players after that.
No, yeah, most definitely. As much as and like I said, I told my friends who's the Milan fans, and I tell them to win the league, especially with these amount of games, you need depth. And literally the amount of games that's being played, how close they are, you need depth. And I like the fact that we can rotate and we're not losing productions because there's teams that when you rotate, you lose that productivity. But because of the fact we're able to take two of our strikers and Dzeko and Lautaro, and then bring in Correa and Sanchez, and then still look more deadly. So that's amazing. But I feel confident. I like Simone Inzaghi, the way he's rotating players. I feel like he's doing a little bit better than Conte because I feel like Conte had his core team. There's sometimes Conte would never use probably 3 subs or 2 subs, and you see every match Inzaghi's taking advantage of that 5 subs. So
yeah, good stuff. Well said, man, and shout out to yourself for coming on the channel, man. I hope that we can see a lot more of you, bro. This platform is just as much yours as it is mine, bro.
Most definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you for Mo also inviting me, Anthony as well, what you guys do. We love you guys here in the Inter community. To have and Uncle Sharma, folks like you guys carrying that badge out here. I hope to join you guys down in the future. Forza Inter, man, wonderful season.
We're honored, man. We're honored. We're honored to have you here. We're honored to have this fan community. Like we're absolutely honored. Thank you so much for your kind words, and we really hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Big up yourself, man.
You guys. Take care, guys.
Forza Inter. Ciao, ciao. Guys, if anybody else wants to jump in, please jump in. Anybody else?
I need the like. Please, guys, if you're here, we have like 44 people watching or 45. Please hit that like button. I need to see these likes go up on YouTube. Please, it helps us expand. It helps us with the new channel. If you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. We try for you, for every Inter fan. And don't be afraid to come and join us to celebrate and have your say. As everybody, we're here for everybody. We're just fans, just like you. We're just here to have our say. Hit that link, the pinned link up top, and join us and have your say here. Anthony, back to the game. Do you see? Did you think that? Oh, my man.
So, bro, what I would have killed to be a fly on the wall in Matt Pickham's room during the 120th minute, man. Did you have to keep a lid on it? How you feeling?
Bro, I got to rewatch it. I got to rewatch it, man. I was back-to-back meetings and my
Oh,
stream stopped. It's Anth, like in Australia, it is difficult to get this match on a stream. It was so hard. So
yeah.
I got to
I thought
rewatch
it was
it.
on YouTube when I woke up this morning. I wasted the first 5 minutes of the game looking through YouTube. I'm like, I could have sworn someone told me the Supercoppa was live, or it usually is live on the Serie A YouTube, but I just had to go to Bet365.
I got tricked, man. I had a stream and it's starting at 7 a.m. our time, and I'm about to watch it, and it's Pro Evo. It was a Pro Evo game. They got me.
You
Do you
got to
guys
be kidding me.
have Total Tech Sport? Do you guys know Total Tech Sport website?
Nah.
Okay, check that out. Total Tech Sport. Here in the United States, we have all the games, to be honest. Other than the
Yeah.
only games that we don't get is South. Imagine South American qualifications is something that you have to pay a lot of money for, but otherwise,
That doesn't make sense. But, oh well, Matt, give us your thoughts on the game, and more importantly, how you feeling about the result. And guys in the comments, sorry, you guys are coming in a million miles an hour, so keep an eye on the screen for your comment, and I'll put it up. Off you go, Matt.
Yeah, I thought the way we started, that's the most ruthless I've seen an Inter team for a very long time. Like Juventus would touch the ball and there was 3 or 4 players swarming them. And yeah, the way we started, we probably should have had a goal early. The penalty at the start, look, that could have went either way. Most people are saying it's a penalty. For me, if the ref doesn't give it, it doesn't matter. You move on. And then we conceded that goal. There was a bit against play. Handanovic just glued to his. Yeah, he did not move. I don't know if you've already covered this so far, but
Go for it.
yeah,
we haven't covered any details. Actually, we haven't. Not the penalty, not the goals, nothing. You can have your say, man.
Yeah. Now and then we bounce back, like as champions do. We bounce back, and Dzeko got in front of the Chilio in the box there, and that was a penalty.
Tell
The
me
ref
about
gave it.
Lautaro. Tell me about Lautaro a little bit. Like he missed a sitter, put the penalty away,
Yeah.
but did
That
you?
penalty's incredible, but he did miss a sitter. He missed a couple of sitters actually. There was a couple where that one, who was it? It came from the left and he put it in front of his body. He could have passed to Dzeko on the right, but he decided to go himself and he missed the target completely. Like you can't do that as a champion striker like he is. But he took his penalty. He took it well. It was funny. Chiellini was signaling to Perin, go to your right, go to your bottom right. That's where Lautaro likes going, and he went that way. And obviously, Lautaro went his top right. So it was smart. It's Chiellini knows. Yeah.
Were you expecting PKs? Were you expecting it to go to penalties?
Honestly, I missed the last 20 minutes, so I didn't know what happened in extra time. I just saw my group chat blowing up and everyone, so I had to quickly watch it. I was in back-to-back meetings, so I couldn't really focus like I wanted to, but I got to rewatch it. You can probably tell me more. How do we play in extra time?
Well, Anthony
Reserved.
can help with this more than me because I was very nervous. To be honest, Anthony, I don't know about you, but I really couldn't focus on the detail. You know me, like I watch tactical stuff, and I really couldn't focus at all in this extra time. It was all over the place. That's what I felt. It was just people running, and people exhausted, and there was no plan. And like one time I turned, I came back, there was like Darmian in the back and Skriniar going right back and DeMarco in the middle, and it was like, what is happening in the game? It was all over the place. I couldn't focus. I was just watching, putting my hand on my heart, hoping that nothing shambolic happens, like always with Juventus, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I thought there was always something going to happen with these guys. That first call, the penalty, and them talking to the referee on the sideline in that way, I'm like, what is this? Who else is allowed to talk to referees like this on the sideline? It doesn't make any sense. As Mourinho said, he said there's only Bonucci can talk to referees like this. It just that doesn't make any sense to me. But at the end we won, right? But this has to stop from Juventus. Like the way they talk to the referees, the way they disrupt games, the way they swamp the referee, the way they like talk to everybody. Like it's unbelievable. And the way that Chiellini,
No
I know
surprise.
that people like Chiellini, and I like Chiellini as someone who supports Italy. But to be honest, this flying tackles and then laughing doesn't help anybody. He could have broken Barella's leg today, but then he's like patting him on the back and laughing with him. dude, yes, we know that you're a captain of Juventus and probably the captain of Italy after Buffon, but these tackles and the referees are protecting Chiellini like every single time. He flies on a tackle because of his old age, because he can't catch players. He could have broken someone's leg today. He did it with Bastoni, he did it with Barella, and he did it with Dzeko, and then he comes out laughing and the referee like pat him on the back. This freaking thing has to stop. It's the only
It is going to
team,
stop.
And then
it is going to stop, bro. It's his last season, bro. The guy's an old man now, and he knows it. That's why he's clinging to that more than he can cling to anything else. The guy's going to go through this season without a single trophy. I don't remember the last time that happened to him as a club player. And so just let him have it, man. We're 2 of our 3 fixtures against them down already this season.
Just to add, Mo, that Dzeko challenge from Chiellini, he disrupted a counterplay which we were on the break. I don't know why that was not a yellow card. It was a malicious tackle
because of the laugh.
It was on the break. Yeah,
because of the laugh. Chiellini gets up, laughs, and pats the referee and shakes somebody's hand, and now everything is good. I'm sorry, this is not football. This is not football.
Did he actually? I read somewhere that he actually took a photo with the referees before the game. Did he actually do that?
It doesn't matter, Anthony. He's a very famous player. Chiellini is a famous player, right? Chiellini is one of the best center backs that Italy has seen, right? Like there's no denying this. I don't care about that. I don't care if you're Messi. I don't care if you're Ronaldo. Be fair in all the time, like all the time on the game. And it's an anti-Juventus. It's Derby d'Italia. You can't have, because Chiellini is old, you're not going to give him a card. This is absolutely, it was unacceptable to me, to be honest, during the whole game. And the penalty, he's flying at Barella. Just freaking call the penalty. It was this Juventus, you would have given our defender a yellow card and a penalty, and then look at the VAR. This is what I didn't get. With Inter, it's no call, then look at the VAR. But for Juventus, it's we call first, and then we go to the VAR to check maybe there's a mistake here. But the problem is when it's a 50-50 call, as Matt said, you go to the VAR, there's not enough evidence to overturn this. No, call it first, and then see if there was no contact, like reverse the call. But they didn't want to call it. And it was very obvious that Barella touched the ball first. I saw it on TV. How is the linesman, who's 15 yards away, did not see that? How did they not see that Barella touched the ball first? Just freaking give the penalty, go to VAR. If Chiellini got a touch, give a corner kick, everybody moves on. But because there was not enough evidence, they didn't overturn it.
Yeah. Well, to me, it looked like a straight penalty had to have been given. He gets absolutely none of the ball. But yeah, that's just it. And they need to do even more than they used to, Mo, in terms of the dark arts to beat us now. Because on the pitch, it's not like they're doing anything. They've got a manager that tells them to play anti-football for 120 minutes. They're organizing their penalty shootout players on the line before the full-time whistle's gone. This is not the Juve that I know. The Juve I know keeps going till the end, finds ways to add more time on and to get a jammy goal. This team played right into Allegri's inferiority. They're losers. They played like losers.
Yes, the winning mentality that we knew from Conte's days in 2012 that he put in Inter players now. This is why I love this guy. He took Juventus and made these players. The Bonucci that we see today was not the Bonucci that joined Juventus. The Chiellini that we see today was in Serie B. The guy was in Serie B. Antonio Conte did that, and Allegri came and continued the winning mentality. There was the Pirlos, the Vidal. These guys were winners. Marchisio. These guys were winners. The guys that we see in Juventus now, the Roganis, even this guy De Ligt, he's absolutely amazing as ability-wise, but he plays with a loser's mentality. Everybody now in Juventus is trying to play anti-football, and they're not trying to play the football that they're used. This team, Juventus, are always winners. It's like this team was anti-Inter. Inter was anti-Juve. It was like this. Milan was good in Europe, and they were good domestically, but Inter was always with Juve like it was a good game. Now Juve are coming now, and they're playing anti-football. This is absolutely ridiculous. The way they don't want to play. They don't want to push forward. And they have winners. They have people that won the Euros. They have people that want. Morata won the Euros. If Morata's a winner. Everybody's a winner on this team. Why they're playing like this? Why they're ruining football?
I got no answer. Maybe you should ask them. You should try and get onto a Juve podcast or something like that. I don't have the answer.
I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed.
No, I understand why. I don't have I never have the answer to this. And like since we've won the game, I've been on Sharma's channel and here. I'm still yet to see one Twitter comment, one reaction. So I'm sure I'll have a lot of fun.
Going back to Inter, Matt, let me ask you something. I know you missed some, but in the beginning of the game, what were your expectations? Score-wise
My-
and playing-wise, were you expecting that dominance from Inter?
Look, we are dominant against every team, but we cannot put the ball in the back of the net. And today was a perfect example of that again. Again, we dominated the opposition. We had all the possession. We had all the field position, yet we could not take our chances and put the ball in the back of the net. And we do this timeless. Like every time we verse a good team, we do this. And it's happened against Real Madrid. It's happened against Lazio earlier in the year. It's happened against Atalanta. It's happened against Juventus. It's happened against any big team we've faced. You can really say it in the first half of the season. So my expectation was a gritty win, maybe a 2-0, I thought. But as soon as I saw us miss chances and they score, I was just like, here we go again. Here's another 1-1, maybe a 2-1. I thought we're going to win, but it's just, yeah, we're not putting the ball like past the line, and that's what you have to do to win games. It's obvious. You score goals, you win. Our defense is solid. One little chance we concede, but that's all it was. One little chance. Besides that,
Yeah.
Bernardeschi maybe had a couple here and there where he could have scored. I thought he was
He was
decent
good today.
for Juventus.
I thought he was
Yeah.
decent. He just can't hit
Yeah.
the target.
De Vrij, because De Vrij has to go. De Vrij,
Yeah,
if he doesn't,
De Vrij's
if he
sloppy.
doesn't, De Vrij has to go. I'm calling it as is, man. I'm sorry, you guys know me. I'm not like anti any player, but this guy has been making mistakes every game now. It's like Handanovic fixed his position, and then De Vrij is like now making a mistake and marking every single game. Every time I'm watching this defense, who I defended over last season and the season before, now this guy De Vrij is making a mistake every single game, and I don't understand it. Why?
Maybe his head is
What
somewhere
happened
else.
to him?
It
Probably,
is, yeah.
which is because he's talking about contract. He wants to move to the Premier League. There's a lot of people coming for him. Just come on, man. You're the champions of Italy. You're playing Champions League football. You just won the Supercoppa. You're about to win the league. If you keep the form, just don't drop in the form. Please, just keep going. And then at the end of the season, if you freaking want to leave, we'll let you go. If someone comes and pays the money that we want, it's as simple as that. It's look at Perisic, right? Perisic has not renewed the contract, but he's playing, running his ass off on the pitch, tackling, crossing, and playing like a champ, right? Perisic. And he has not renewed the contract yet. De Vrij, you're still under contract, my friend. Just freaking play so people can pay the money so you can go get your dream contract as you want it.
That's it. As a club at the moment, we haven't made it a secret that for the right price, pretty much everybody is available. You really don't think we can't work something out with De Vrij where, play well, pen a 2-year extension, and we'll sell you to the club that offers the most in England. It could be something like that. But either or, let's move on. There's 58 people joining us on Inter Worldwide this morning, which is actually quite phenomenal, to be honest. Thank you very much. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you like the video before you leave and subscribe as well. Akeem says, classic Juve entitlement.
I'm tracking you, people. I'm tracking you. I'm looking at the likes. I'm tracking you, people.
Brandon says, plus we didn't play against Bologna. So we are a little bit scrappy. Yep, 100%. Sub-Zero says, I hate Bonucci as much as I hate Icardi. Musti says, they did a VAR check on Weston throwing himself to the floor. Yeah, I saw that when he basically ran into Bastoni's face. I saw that. It was really good to see the check get overturned straight away because that was absolutely repulsive. Matt, for you personally, winning this Supercoppa, it's our first trophy under Inzaghi. It's a great push in the right direction. What's your expectations for the season now, man? How do we carry it on from here?
This is a confidence booster. This puts us in pole position, if we're not already, to take down the Scudetto. I think I've been saying for a couple of months, Anth, like we should win this. And I think this trophy that we've earned today, this puts us, almost in autopilot. I guess the players know what the winning mentality is. Under Inzaghi, that's been shown in recent weeks. Today's game against Juventus in extra time, 3 years ago, we would have lost that game 3-1. We would have conceded 2 goals in extra time. But this Inter team, that Juventus team obviously is different, but this Inter team with the winning mentality. And in recent weeks, I've actually changed my tune on Liverpool. I actually think we're going to give them a run for their money. I thought as soon as the draw happened, we were going to get hammered and we were going to get smashed. But I've been watching Liverpool lately without Mane and without Sane. They're not that good of a team. Like, sorry, Mo, I know like you watch a lot of Liverpool and you'll probably disagree with that. But without those 2 players in that Liverpool team, they do not look the same team. They are beatable very easily. So I know they have to come back from African Cup of Nations, but we're
Mo, are you
sky high at the
are you
moment.
confident? Do you agree? You think we can take it to Liverpool, at least maybe at the San Siro?
Yeah, yes, we can. The problem is, you've seen us when we play Real Madrid, we were the better team, as Matt said, right? The problem is, these players want, like, I'm sorry, we're going to play Liverpool team that about 8 the players that are going to start this game already won the Champions League and they reached the final and they won it. It makes a big difference. We were the better team against Real Madrid. And I have a Real Madrid fan who's a friend, and he said, it doesn't matter what you do. Your players don't know how to win in Champions League. You need experience. The problem is you'll need a good run to do that. We have no one other than Dzeko and Perisic that played in the Champions League later stages. No one. On the Vidal, who's not even a starter. It makes a big difference when you have 8 players that already won this. They're comfortable playing. Player for player, we don't have Salah, we don't have money. Probably Jordan Henderson has all the experience over Barella. Barella can run. Jordan Henderson, the system, they have been doing this for 7 years. You can imagine this INZAGHI team is for 6 months. This Liverpool team have been doing this for 7 years with the same players for the last 5 years. So people tell me, people like on Twitter, I said once that I would, if I'm now a coach, I would take Jordan Henderson over Barella just because of the system. It depends on the system. This guy has been awful this season, Jordan Henderson, but the likes of Fabinho over Brozovic, I wouldn't take Fabinho over Brozovic for sure. It's the only place in Liverpool that I wouldn't take. But the problem, as anybody, if you don't see it, you don't watch Champions League and you don't watch Premier League. It's the way this team set up, Liverpool. They know what to do without even looking. We are still a new team to these latter stages of the Champions League. And our coach just arrived yesterday. So in Champions League is a different animal than playing Bologna. As I said on Twitter, and someone responded, he said, yes, I wish we're going to play Bologna in the round of 16, but we're not. I wish we're going to play Lazio in the round of 16. I wish we're going to play this Juventus in the round of 16, but we're not. We're going to play a team that get 90 points every season in the Premier League, that reach the final stages in the Champions League every season for the last 3-4 years. This is what we're going to play. And if our players are not prepared mentally, it's not about abilities. Don't tell me that Barella doesn't have the ability of Henderson. He does. Don't tell me that Brozovic is not better than most of their midfielders. He's probably the level of Thiago Alcantara, but he hasn't. Thiago Alcantara has been playing for Bayern Munich, but Brozovic has been playing for Inter.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to our boy Chris, who's always taking an opportunity to bring in the Kostic propaganda. He's absolutely loving it and coming back in with it again. He's very, very consistent, and I love it. If we do end up signing him, bro, I expect you to end up with the first jersey. I am Nate, who's come in again today. Thank you, my friend. Make sure you like and subscribe. I believe we can beat Liverpool. The momentum is there. My good friend Adam from Melbourne, true Romanista at heart, a huge Romanista, says, congrats, guys. Well deserved. It would have been a tragedy if you lost that. Also, what happened to Fino alla fine? Is it now Fino until it gets closer to penalties and then stop? 100%, man. I've never seen a Juventus side roll over and give up so early in a match of football before. And to me, that's comical. Moment throwing some serious facts. Always only objective facts when it comes to Brother Mo. Sanchez says we also need to find the right striker duo. Dzeko and Lautaro have no chemistry.
Can we talk about this, Anthony, a little bit? Can we talk about this?
This is what I wanted to finish with, the striking conundrum and the starting conundrum.
Yes, we signed Lautaro. Yes, we gave him a new contract for 6 million, right? Like, yes, he is our 60-70 million. Come on, man, just freaking deliver.
Yeah.
What are you doing in training? Diego Milito came to our club from Genoa. He delivered because Jose Mourinho used to say that Diego Milito used to stay on the pitch practicing after the official practice is done for hours on finishing and stuff. And if you remember, if you're old enough and you're an Inter fan from old, you remember Diego Milito in the beginning of the season was not the same Diego Milito at the end of the season. He progresses. And I want to see better Lautaro every game. I don't want to see Lautaro go. I know that he scored the penalty today, but Lautaro has been only scoring penalties lately or tap-ins. I want to see Lautaro finish. Why are you missing sitters? Are you not practicing enough? Are you tired? Someone can come in. If Alexis Sanchez, who's double your age, coming off the bench and giving us more energy than you, What is happening? This is what I
You
want.
say, go on.
No, and Dzeko today, I saw Dzeko today. I think it's okay. Dzeko has a lot of experience, but he was not great today. Maybe you could have started Sanchez. Correa, 30 million. I know it's 30 million, as Shievosh said on with Sharma, is not a lot of money this day and age. But come on, just our main problem now is the striking partner. We can't find both strikers. And now Inzaghi coming and say, oh, it's the first time I have the 4 strikers fit. I'm sorry. Make the changes early and don't sub both of them in the same time. I'm not a coach. Inzaghi is the coach. But to be honest today, Lautaro today was not great. I know people love Lautaro Martinez. But for 60, 70 million euro striker, he should be better.
This generation of players are different, man. Diego Milito, when he came to this club at what, 28 years old, you think he was checking his Instagram followers or his retweets in the dressing room at the end of training? Did he even have a smartphone in 2009? I know it's not an excuse, but it's definitely the way the world is, man. In our match against Bologna, when they didn't show up on the pitch, Tuco Correa and Lautaro Martinez were posting videos on Instagram at halftime. At halftime. This is the way of the world, man. Unless you've got a manager in the dressing room or someone that's got the balls to go, oi, all of you lock up your devices, all of you leave your phones at home on match day. You're dealing with a completely different generation of players, Mo. Completely different generation.
Antonio Conte, no phones on the pitch. You know that?
Yeah.
Antonio Conte came to Tottenham, no phones around the pitch when we're practicing. No phones. I'm like, what the heck? You should do that.
Yeah. It's the focus is just on a completely different level. Matt, any comment about Lautaro and our strikers and forward situation before we head off? I need to head off.
I think Lautaro is one step away from being a striker that we're proud of. Everyone at the moment, you know, with Lautaro, he's either, you know, on fire or he's either very cold. You look at it, but in the league, he's scored 11 goals from 18 appearances so far. For a striker that many people aren't pleased with, that's a fantastic record. The problem is in Champions League, he has not scored a goal yet. So that's where he's lacking. And I think that's the experience. Once he gets a bit older, he will be the perfect striker. Once he gets to 27, 28, 29, I don't know if we can wait that long, but I don't know if we can wait for him to mature.
We'll have to be patient, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Guys, I need to say before I head off, I wish I could stay a bit longer, but this has been an amazing stream. There's still 55 people here right now, 56. Make sure you like the video before you leave. Share it around. Help us keep building the inter-worldwide community. Mo, thank you for coming along. Any parting words before you go on with your night?
Forza Inter were the champions of Italy and the champions of the Supercoppa. And be happy, guys, and don't let anybody tell you anything about this trophy. It's a trophy. Enjoy it. Banter people if they talk to you. Banter them if they talk to you on Twitter or anywhere, because you deserve this, because they used to banter us when we didn't win. So take it to them and do what you have to do to put their face on the ground if they talk to you.
Absolutely. One more comment. Benjamin says, what celebratory drink will Anthony drink today? Bro, what else besides limoncello, my friend? It's not homemade. It's imported, but the limoncello is out and ready to go, boys. I'm really, really excited. Matt, thank you for joining us as well, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And yeah, to all your friends, you know, all your Juventus friends and everyone that's listening in and tuning in, that's the end of them. This was their one trophy they were hoping for this year. They're not going to win anything. That's them done. So when they say to you, oh, you sold Lukaku, you sold Hakimi, you're nothing, look where they are now. So, you know, whoever last, and that's what we're doing right now. So we just got to keep it up. But
that's the way, man.
Keep fighting for fourth place. Keep fighting for fourth place so you can make Champions League.
Yeah, we know what that's like. Don't worry, guys. We know that feel. We know it all too well, but no needing to feel it at the moment. Guys, from all of us here at Inter Worldwide, Forza Inter Worldwide, Forza Inter Campioni. Let's go and keep doing it. Ciao.